Jeremiah chapter 2. And the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Go, and you shall cry in the hearing of Jerusalem, saying, Thus said Yahweh, I remember you, the loving commitment of your youth, the love of your bridehood, when you went after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown. Israel was set apart to Yahweh, the firstfruits of his increase. All who ate of it became guilty. Evil came upon them, declares Yahweh. Hear the word of Yahweh, O house of Jacob, and all the clans of the house of Israel. Thus said Yahweh, what unrighteousness have your fathers found in me, that they have gone far from me, and went after worthlessness, and became worthless? And did not they say, Where is Yahweh, who brought us up out of the land of Mitzrayim, who led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and pits, through a land of drought and a shadow of death, and a land that no one has passed through, where no one dwelt? Then I brought you into a garden land, to eat its fruit and its goodness. But when you entered, you defiled my land, and you made my inheritance an abomination. The priests did not say, Where is Yahweh? And those who handled the Torah did not know me. And the shepherds transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after matters that did not profit. Therefore I still contend with you, declares Yahweh, and with your children's children I contend. For pass beyond the isles of Kittim, and see, and send to Kedar, and observe well, and see if there is any like this. Has a nation changed its mighty ones, which are not mighty ones? But my people have changed my esteem, my glory, for that which does not profit. Be amazed, O heavens, at this, and be frightened, and be utterly dried up, declares Yahweh. For my people have done two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, to hew out for themselves cisterns, cracked cisterns, which do not hold water. Of course, the fountain of living water, you've got cross-references here in Gospel of John, chapter 4, and John chapter 21. Luke, John chapter 4. John chapter 4. The woman of Shomeron, Samaria, therefore said to him, How is it that you, being a Jew, a Yehudi, ask a drink from me, a woman of Shomeron? For the Yehudim, the Jews, do not associate with the Shomeronim. And Yeshua answered and said to her, If you knew the gift of Elohim, who it was who says to you, Give me to drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water. The woman said to him, Master, you have no vessel, the well is deep, from where then do you get living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself and his sons and his cattle? And Yeshua answered and said to her, Everyone drinking of this water shall thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water I give him shall certainly never thirst. And the water I give him shall become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. A fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. Now, for those that were raised in Christendom, like me, that probably equates to, believe Jesus and you'll go to heaven. So, a fountain springing up into everlasting life. Matthew 19, verse 17. Yeshua is saying, Why do you call me good? No one is good except one, Elohim. But if you wish to enter into life, guard the commands. If you wish to enter into life, guard the commands. John 12, verse 50. And I know that his command is everlasting life. Yahweh's commands are everlasting life. So if we look here at this story of the woman at the well, But whoever drinks the water I give him shall certainly never thirst, and the water that I give him shall become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. Okay, well, everlasting life is guarding the commands, because Jesus couldn't contradict himself, right? Because in Matthew 19:17 and in John 12:50, Yahweh's commands are everlasting life. And so what's this fountain that's leading to the commands? Oh, interesting. Let's go back over here in Jeremiah. For my people have done two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. They have forsaken Yahweh. So Yahweh is the fountain. The commands are the waters, the everlasting life. Right? And the water that I give him shall become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. So by Yeshua, you are reintroduced to Yahweh, and therefore are keeping the commands. Think about that. Your relationship with Yeshua has returned you to Yahweh, and therefore you are now being obedient to Yahweh and keeping his commands. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. See, it's not just the Greek logos, believe with your mind. Oh, I think I can wrap my mind around it. I understand it. Therefore, I'm going to heaven when my fleshly body dies. No, that's not what this says. Whoever drinks of the water, Yahweh, I give him, shall certainly never thirst, and the water that I give him shall become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. If you wish to enter into life, guard the commands. Right. And that gets all the way back to, here is the endurance of the saints, Revelation 14, verse 12. Those that have a testimony of Yeshua HaMashiach and keep the commands. Gets to Hebrews chapter 8, the renewed covenant, where Yeshua is the mediator between Yahweh and his people. Revelation 22, verse 14, behold, I come swiftly to reward each man according to his work. I am the Aleph and the Tav, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those doing his commands, so that they may enter through the gate into the city and have authority unto the tree of life. It's pretty important, this whole fountain of water thing over here. And we're here, why not? The Shomaronim, the Samaritans, or Samaritans, depending on which translation of Bible you have. The Samaritans, if you will. This is where Ahab ruled in the 10 tribes of Israel. When there was the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Yeshua was from the house of Judah. And so the two houses, when they split and they go their separate ways after King Solomon, these become become arch enemies to one another. And Shomronim, Samarita is like, that's their capital, and it is filled with bad stuff, like pagan worship and idolatry and whoring and murder and child sacrifice, and it's bad. And so the Jews, who were doing their own bad stuff, by the way, but the Jews put the Samaritans at arm's length. And that's why this woman is like, why would you, a Jew, even have anything to say to me? And so now you've got Yah made flesh, Yeshua, bringing this woman back into the fold. And whoredom is the thing. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. And Yeshua said, you've said well. I have no husband, for you've had 5 husbands, and the one whom you have now is not your husband. Right? Master, I see that you are a prophet. So forth and so on. But the point is, these are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yeshua said, I come first, but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This woman was the harlot. She was the whore. She becomes a bride made new by her belief in Yeshua. That's us. That's all of us. But this fountain of living water, back to Jeremiah 2, verse 12, or verse 13 rather. For For my people have done two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. Right? They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, the source of the Torah, and therefore all life, to hew out for themselves cisterns, correct cisterns, which do not hold water, to do their own stuff. I'll worship on whatever day I want to worship on. I'll go to church on Christmas if I want to. I'll watch some pornography. So what if I cheated on my wife a little bit? Yeah, I might have fudged my taxes just a little bit. Well, the government don't really need that money. But, yeah. You've forsaken Yahweh to hew out for yourselves your own cisterns, cracked cisterns that don't hold water. Is Israel a servant? What is he born in the house? Why is he given to plunder? The young lions roared at him. They growled and made his land waste. His cities have been burned without inhabitants. Even the sons of Noph and of Taphanes have shaven the crown of your head. That's a sign of you've been subdued, having the crown of your head shaven. So even these lowly Noph and Taphanes, they've subdued Israel. Have you not done this to yourself by forsaking Yahweh your Elohim when he led you in the way? Didn't you bring this upon yourself? Obedience brings blessings. Disobedience brings curses. And now, why take the way to Mitzrayim to drink the waters of Sihor? Or why take the way to Ashur to drink the waters of the river? Your own evil instructs you, and your backsliding reproves you. Know therefore, and see that it is evil and bitter that you have forsaken Yahweh your Elohim, and that my fear is not in you, declares the Master Yahweh of hosts. For of old I have broken your yoke and torn off your chastisements, and you said, I am not serving you, when on every high hill and under every green tree you lay down, a whore. Under every green tree, huh? Like a Christmas tree? Yet I had planted for you a choice vine, all of it true seed. John 15:5, I am the vine, you are the branches. How then have you turned before me into a degenerate plant of a strange vine? Although you wash yourself with lye and use much soap, yet your crookedness is ingrained before me, declares the Master Yahweh. How do you say, I am not defiled, I have not gone after false gods of Baals? See your way in the valley. Know what you have done. A swift dromedary, a camel, breaking loose in her ways, a wild donkey, used to the wilderness, sniffing the wind in the desire of her being, in her time of mating, who turns her away. You're like a runaway camel or a donkey in heat looking for a mate, doing what you want to do rather than what Yah wants you to do. All those who seek her need not weary themselves. In her mouth they find her. In her month they find her. Keep your foot from being bare and your throat from thirst. But you said, it is useless, because I love strangers, and after them I go. As the thief is ashamed when he is found out, so is the house of Israel ashamed, they and their kings and their heads and their priests and their prophets, saying to a tree, you are my father, and to a stone you gave birth to me. For they have turned back to me, and not their face. But in the time of their calamity they say, arise and save us. But where are your mighty ones that you have made for yourselves? Let them arise, see if they save you in the time of your calamity, because your mighty ones have become as many as your cities, O Judah, your false gods. Why do you complain to me? You all have transgressed against me, declares Yahweh. In vain I have stricken your children. They received no instruction. Your sword has devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see the word of Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness to Israel, or a land of darkness? Why do my people say, we have broken loose, we have come to you no more? Would a maiden forget her ornaments, or a bride her headband? Yet my people have forgotten me, days without number. Why do you embellish your way to seek love? Therefore you have even taught the evil women of your way, even taught the evil women your ways. Even on your skirts is found the blood of the lives of the poor innocents. You did not find them breaking in, but in spite of all these, you say, because I am innocent, certainly his displeasure shall turn from me. See, I am bringing judgment on you, because you say, I have not sinned. Because you did not confess, you did not teshuvah, you did not turn. Why do you go about so much to change your way? Even in Mitzrayim, you are to be ashamed, as you were ashamed of Ashur. Even from this one you shall go forth, with your hands on your head. For Yahweh has rejected those you trust, and you shall not prosper by them. Bless y'all. Shalom.